Hey guys, this is the Redstone Wizard here again, bringing another Redstone tutorial. This time, I'm not bringing you one, but three sugarcane farms. Now, each of these is a sugarcane farm that I've either seen or modified according to what I need, but yeah, let's just break it down real fast. This one right here is just a tileable sugarcane farm. It will, you can, once you learn how to build one section, you learn how to build them all. This one is a lossless, and I use the term lossless as in the term because you're only going to lose one per, but yeah, you're going to not lose pretty much any sugarcane from this one. And this one is also 100% lossless. Ooh, that was nice. We just watched it activated. Yeah, I don't have a collection system set up for this one yet, but yeah, this one is more efficient than this one. But yeah, so I'm going to gather up. I'm going to gather up the shulker boxes I need for each one, and all I have to say is let's get to building these. Okay, everybody, I've got the shulker box ready. So let's start out with the easiest one possible. The simple one. As you can see, you do lose them, and but you do get some. This is designed for slow, not necessarily fully, just extremely passive. But per section, you need is one piston. I recommend using a redstone lamp, but you can also use let's see here, dropper, hopper, something to activate the piston, an observer, a standard block, doesn't matter. I do like using the ones for the building. Something to grow the sugarcane on, some water, sugarcane, and a collection system, and of course some blocks to build on. So let's just gather all this stuff up, break that, and first things first, we're going to create our little water trough. Well, not necessarily have to use the water trough here, because the advantage to this system is because of how it's designed, you don't have to see any water at all if you don't want. I chose to have the water here and here, but as you can see, if we come back here, break right here, we have a clear space where we can put water, which is where this one's at. So we'll place some sugarcane there. We'll put some blocks up, case this in, put our pistons right in front of the second level just to break them, put our observers from the back side going in, redstone lamps, and blocks. Now cover it up however you see fit. And I've got the sugarcane here, so 1, 2. As you can see, it breaks off. It will one of them will fly, so we'll just barricade that to prevent them from flying. And I grow one, I can grow the other. They act independently. They do not activate each other. What happens is this block gets powered, which then buds this piston. This piston doesn't know it's powered at the moment, so you need to give it an update. So utilizing the redstone lamp, which actually got this idea using redstone lamps instead of note blocks from Azuma Games. He uses note blocks in his tree farm. In fact, I actually did a modification of the tree farm that I'm talking about to activate the pistons. that gave me the idea for this, and I actually made this work. You will always get it. You can actually run a minecart with a hopper underneath here if you feel like, and have this just move one forward, or you can have it set like this. The collection is completely up to you. So let's clear the inventory. Now onto this one. Now the advantage that these two have over this one is you can hide the water. You don't have to have it showing at all. So now this one, per section, and the section is this bottom row, this top row. You need 12 slime blocks, 1 observer for only one of them, and this will be your detection one. 2 redstone dusts, a repeater, a sticky piston, some sort of collection system, water, infinite water source, 28 immovable blocks. I do recommend obsidian if you're going with this style. Some building blocks, sugar cane, 12 sand or dirt, whatever, and 11 string for the bottom row for your detection one, and 12 string for all the other ones. So now to build this one, oh yeah, I forgot to pull everything out. So let's pull all of it out. And first things first, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now that we got that set, like I said, we don't have to have a water trough for this one in the visible, so you can actually run a minecart underneath there and make it. Make that one lossless. This one is designed to fling them forward, so we'll have a water trough in the front. We'll have a somewhere in the front holding them. You don't have to create the water trough in the back, but again, I just like the way it is. So now, just to hide things, we're going to be using the obsidian right here. One block, pick a corner, 1 block back, place a block and a piston. We don't need that block anymore. Now get your 12 slime blocks and just line them up. There we go. Immovable blocks, there. We don't need that one there. And line the top at least, because then we can actually utilize it. Fully encase everything. Now we need a wall here, because if you don't, you're going to get the sugar cane flying way out there and you won't be able to collect it. So let's just build a little bit of a wall. Yeah, and again, you can use whatever type of collection system you want. In fact, with this one, we got the water source there, so I'm not going to bother. We'll say we're just putting a minecart here. So off of the sticky piston side, we'll take our observer, place it there. Now, one away from there, we'll get our 11 pieces of string, because string stops the growth of sugarcane. We'll get sugarcane and line them all up down across the way. Alright, now all we have to do is place our redstone. So we take our 2 pieces of redstone, place them there. Take our repeater, place it there, put it on 2 ticks. There we go. Now, to have this one climb up, we need to, I forgot this, we just need to set this, we'll put a repeater there, set it for 2 ticks. So this is just for single cell. for multi-cell, take it, place it on 2 ticks. You can put that on default. Place a block up, and then now all we need is a redstone and some redstone torches. You build the next level, and there we go. That will be right. Then that'll be, the level will go right there, because this dust gets powered. Because the dust will go here, repeater, sticky piston, slime blocks. I know these aren't slime blocks, but point still stands. And the next one, I always recommend building these sets first, because afterwards you're just going to cover up, leaving a 1 block gap. Just cover them up. Place your sand, place your dirt, place whatever. And then place your sugarcane, place everything, and you'll end up with them stacked upon each other. And we got 4 windows there, 4 windows there. So from slime block to slime block, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So every 6 blocks you'll have a slime. You'll have the slime blocks running, and this one works just like the other one, except when it activates all of them. In fact, if you don't want the pulse to be like that, all you have to do is just put it on a longer pulse. And you will only lose 1. Because it will always fall right there. So let's do that one more time. And bam. Loss of 1. There we go. Now, let's clear my inventory again. Oh yeah, to make this one where you're able to pull it from both sides, you build it again, and you build with a slime block in reverse. So instead of, you can actually still use 1 observer. You just pull your repeater, get your slime block, put it there. Same scenario, same build. And you'll have a 3 block gap that you can actually put something else here. Have them all same collection, and you can stack them up as high as you want. So now, we've got this last one. This one, whenever I get a chance, I'd rather make this one than that one. Yeah, it requires more iron to make, but I get 20 sugarcane versus 12. I'd rather take the 20. So, here we need a bunch of building blocks, 2 sticky pistons, 10 slime blocks, 1 observer, 4 repeaters, something to place your sugarcane on. I recommend using a comparator to decay clock, some redstone, immovable blocks, and at least 1 immovable block that can be powered. Some more non-sticky blocks. Same thing with that. I need non-sticky blocks, and then this has to be one that can be powered. A collection system and an infinite water source. So let's get all this stuff. And the one thing I forgot was the sugarcane. But we're making a sugarcane farm, so we need sugarcane, period. So, first things first. Make a 10 by 2 platform. Now we need to cover all these we need to actually have a trough in the front and in the back. This one we can just set we can set 2 water sources. They'll flow here, be able to collect it. I recommend a double hopper system here if you're doing this one. The back one, you could just add you could just put water sources all the way across. Now, I'm just going to be using obsidian. Here I used note blocks, and it's the same concept as obsidian, but I have 1 piece of obsidian there. You can also use glazed terracotta, which does the exact same thing. So, we want 2 sticky pistons side by side. We don't need that block anymore. Then we need our 10 slime blocks running down all the way. Now, I'm actually just going to make it easy on myself and place sugarcane here and here. Now these are going to grow. Backside, just to cover up the water. We need 1, 2, 3 immovable blocks, and this one will have to be a power one that can be powered. These ones, not so much. Fill this in. And we need a barrier here, so let's just use glass. Bring it all the way down. And there we go. Now, like in this one right here, we need to pick 1. I like doing everything close to the pistons. So we'll take our 1 observer. Now this observer is used for every level. So we'll place it in the front here. Get it as close to the pistons as possible. Now, what I normally do is I take leaves and I cover everything except for where this observer or this one comes up. I use the leaves as the barrier block and also a non-sticky block. Then I cover it all up with the normal blocks that I'm going to be using, including that one. So let's just get this covered up real fast. Okay. Now, we need this space right here. We don't want to touch that piston at all. So we're going to power it. We're going to place a block there because we're going to be using repeaters. Blocks up. Let's just drag this over and a block in front of there. Place a block there. And right here is where the comparator decay clock is going to go. Now, first things first, we need to get our repeaters. 1 goes here. Put that on 2 ticks. In fact, we actually need 5 repeaters. This one goes on 4, this one goes on 2, and both of these go on 4. Get your redstone out and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Comparators, 1 going into the block, 1 coming out of the block, and there we go. Now I'm going to get the sugarcane out. Now I'm actually going to break down here so I can see. 1, 2. As you can see, it pulses and pulls out. Yeah, I lost 2 there, but normally I only lose 1. And all of them are sitting right here. There's only this one that sits here, and the rest are empty. Now we grow, so place, and as you can see, they pop right off. Now to build this one up, we need another torch tower. So redstone torch on top, block on top of the torch, torch on top of the block, block on top of the torch, and the same setup as over there. Now, as you notice, all of these per level are the same height. Now, this was inadvertent. I didn't mean for this to happen, but it actually works out pretty cool. And it actually puts in some uniformity. Now, this one's almost ready. It's missing one growth stage, and then pretty much all of them will grow. So we'll let that go. But yeah, that's all three sugarcane farms that I typically build. This one I do for quick sugarcane. I don't really use it too much. I just need a little bit here and there. This one I show people so that if they want just something narrow, they can have it. And then this is the one I prefer. This one I got from Exumavoid from Hermitcraft Season 4. He made it, but there was no tutorial, and I figured it out myself. So, next one. We're doing this again. Doing another sugarcane farm. But it's going to be flying this time. Well, you guys, this is the Redstone Wizard. Enjoy building.